Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is somebody who actually came into the Superchat family just blazing with generosity, and it's probably getting on about a year now, and forgive me for not being certain. I start to lose track of how long some of our friendships have gone on. Superchat's been here for about 4 years, and Fairbrick Studio not only has been here for almost every one of our streams since coming in for the first time, but they have gone over and above to display generosity both to myself and those of us in the Superchat family. I run into them constantly supporting other creators when we're bouncing in between premieres and live streams. So this is a creator that's got an interesting combination of content on their channel. They started with Lego stop motion videos, and they do a few of those now, including some speed builds actually. Lately they've been chasing some watch hours, so they've been putting out a few things to try to get those things to move a little bit. They'll be willing to swap playlists. We'll talk more about that in a moment. They do a lot of mobile gaming. They actually got me playing a game a few months ago, and that's this Lego Tower game. So they really mix up a bunch of this content, but this creator's also done really well with shorts videos on the channel, getting into 17,000 views and beyond, which is great to see. And then live streams might be an idea for the future, but like I said, we see Fairbrick Studio all the time. I run into them constantly, so I hope everybody will connect to this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And we always feature a channel at the beginning of every stream just based on generosity that I've seen in and outside of our community. We do that so that you have the opportunity to literally meet loyal and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. So thank you everybody for being here. Thank you to my dear friend Michael's Adventures for sending a few friends over. He does a premiere every day at 9 a.m. Eastern, and on weekends he does a second premiere on at 9 p.m. as well. So 9 a.m. 9 p.m. Eastern. And Michael's Adventures has been a dear friend for a long time, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 7 years on YouTube now. And I can't help but mention him and Scratch and Pete PA together. They are both over-the-top generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. They do much more for others than I believe goes seen by everyone, and it's a privilege to be able to call them friends. But both of these creators have been here since pretty much the beginning of Superchat, almost 4 years ago. Dark Swordsman Gaming's dropping a super chat. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I've got them queued up and ready to go as well. I see a little bit more activity in the chat. The Numismaniac is here from Edmonton, Alberta. And then Sooner JH Travels John, who might be here for the very first time today, just grabbed a membership as well. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And as a member, what that means is that we will put your channel onto our spinning wheel every time that you're here. As soon as I see you in the chat, after a long period of time, I will go through the chat and add names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. I've got quite a few names on there right now. So I've also just added the Bud Files. Jennifer Ocean Homestead is there. Canadian Family Life is on the wheel. Backyard Trucker. Yarn Again is here. Ace Flaw 1 and Tales Told in the Dark are all on the wheel already. And if I'm missing any members, I'll put them on in another moment here. But I know we got quite a few more channels in the chat as well. Aaron at Lawson, good to see you back again. Alicia Nicole is here. I think that's a longtime friend, and forgive me if I'm mistaken. April Showers Network happens to be a member, so we'll get them onto the wheel right away. We're going to look at Dark Swordsman Gaming next because they dropped that super chat. We always put super chatters and membership gifters on the screen right away in order. We'll start spinning the wheel soon. And then, like I said, after another hour, I'll start adding names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. My copy and paste is not working the way I wish it would today. Butler Family Farm, everybody's BFF, is in the house. And thank you, everybody, for your patience, by the way, because I know I wasn't here on, was it Friday night? Yes, Friday night we expected to do a stream. I changed my mind. While I was out, I had a dear friend. Some of you know Elevate with Vern. She's been a longtime dear friend to me and to us. Inspirational in the creation of this channel, as a matter of fact. But she came to visit me in Niagara Falls, Canada. So we hung out all weekend and enjoyed many meals. Went to the casino a handful of times and saw a bunch of the different attractions around Niagara Falls. Run Free, good to see you in the house. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, good to see you here. Fever Dream Animations in the house. Investment, good to have you back. I believe you've been here before. Janine's World is here frequently. Jevin Richardson is always active in the chat. Leonica Lofton, good to see you in the house. Life is Jaleesa's back again. Love the Land Homestead's been here many times. And Mary King Hobbies and More, good to see you back. Robert Mac Media came over from my personal channel probably at least a year ago, maybe longer, but it's good to have you back in the house. William Burning the Tires is here, and Willow's Creations is a long time friend actually, so it's good to see you back. Duchess of Darkness is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. I don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Pardon me while I roll my eyes and shrug my shoulders at my computer screens while I'm trying to copy and paste names, and I just can't get it to work today. Jeremy D-Day is in the house. And my dear friend, Just Jason Keto and More, another fellow Canadian, only from a few hours away, a couple of hours away from me, is in the house. Pardon me, it seems to be faster when I type than trying to copy and paste sometimes. Sweet Melissa's here. And there's something I want to talk about before we get into channels. It's unfortunate that we have to go over this again, and it has nothing to do with the Tuber Chat family or our streams or anything like that. I'm not specifically about to speak about anybody who's here regularly or anything like that. But I do want to mention the idea that we always have to be aware or beware when it comes to the idea of anybody asking for money online. Because the best people, who we can call either scammers or different things, play the long game. And what they do is become your friend. They support you truly. And then they come with a sad story about, I need help with this and I need help with that, and I don't have food, and my refrigerator's broken, and my plane ran out of fuel, and all the other things. Now, I would like to think that all of us have generosity in our minds and in our hearts. If somebody was truly in trouble and we were in a position to help in some way, we would. But if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it is likely exactly that. So, I never want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do, but we've seen it many times before. One of the benefits of my personality quirks is that I'm paranoid, and I always think everybody's going to rip everybody off. So it's hard to get me on those kinds of things. And I was just telling a story, actually, this weekend, about the idea. I've been asked many times, when somebody comes to you straight out for money, like, I can't pay my phone, can you help me? I kind of bat an eye at that kind of stuff and wonder, right? Whereas a lot of times somebody might come with at least an idea of a trade. One time I had a guy come to me and say, hey, I do sponsorships on my channel. If you can send me $10, I'll put your channel on my screen and this and that. And for that one, I did. And, not that it's right, not that it's wrong. Again, I don't want to encourage anybody or tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do, but these are just ideas. And I know I'm rambling on about it, but it really is that important. So if somebody comes through and starts to talk to you about the idea of possibly needing money, then the first question I would ask is, I wonder how many other people they're asking for money. Because you can't tell me that anybody's financial future falls on me. That is an impossibility. And if it comes to, the idea of getting sued and everything like that, I promise you the joke's going to be on them. So These are just ideas, but I did want to bring it up because it's something that has come up many times before. So again, it's just an idea of being aware. And often what will happen if somebody, outright just asks me for money, I'll just send them a picture of my, car on a tow truck and say, sorry, buddy, you caught me on the wrong week. And that's it, because these problems usually have a way of sorting themselves out. Otherwise, you might be able to know whether something is authentic or not. But we'll move on now. So, Sketch with a Viral, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And thank you so much, Scratch and Pete PA. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And hopefully I said hello to Rebel River Cats. I know they're in the house right now. And we're going to get moving through channels now in a quick second here. And I will try to move it today a little bit quicker. Yeah, so it's just an idea. And anybody can reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. It can be embarrassing when people come to you, you know what I mean, with these kind of stories. When somebody says, I got no food in the house, it makes me wonder, okay, we've all got, you're able to message me. So you got a phone or a computer, or you're borrowing something, and you manage to get to a Wi-Fi signal. I have a hard time believing that you don't have a cracker in the house, or a cookie, or a string of spaghetti. You're telling me everything's gone, right down to the last piece of gum? And it's possible. You know what I mean? It's not that I want to make fun or anything like that. I just want to, again, emphasize the idea that, some of these things kind of seem a little bit fishy. Yeah, Leonica Lofton, I'm so sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Scratch and PPA just let me know that you dropped that. I hopefully would have caught that. Dark Swordsman Gaming is up on the screen for the same reason right now. So we're going to look at Leonica Lofton's channel next, and then we'll get to spinning the wheel. But thank you, Scratch and PPA. I'm going to try to move things along. Natalie Nicole's ASMR is a long time friend as well. And Mr. Fulton Mraz, good to see you in the house. He's always got good news for us in the chat. He's another friend like Jeremy D-Day, who's been with me since before TuberChat even existed as a channel. Dark Swordsman Gaming has been with us pretty much from the beginning. It's got to be 3.5 years now. This creator brings video gameplay, of course, obviously an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They dropped a super chat. They've done that countless times before. So we put their channel up on the screen right away. They're sitting at 169 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 200 we know that they're thinking about. They tend to post fairly frequently. It's been a couple of weeks, but I'm sure they'll have some more coming soon. Lots of popular titles on their channel, and they do a lot of live streaming. So you see some of those popular titles. This is, I believe, the channel where I first started to notice Stardew Valley, which I think may be, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it might be the most successful independent video game of all time. Created by one person, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be very wrong about all of that. But it's interesting to see the different things that we learn from different channels. And now we've got lots of friends that do gaming as well, so that we can get some reinforcement from these creators through their different gameplay. So thank you again, Dark Swordsman Gaming, for another super chat. Always unnecessary, very much appreciated. And like I said, they've done that countless times before. Next up, for the same reason, is Leonica Lofton. This is a fairly new channel in the TuberChat family, but somebody we've seen a couple of times now. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And KNRP Kim Polton, good to see you in the house. Marketplace Boutique is here, along with IVB Creates. I'm going to put them both on the wheel. They happen to be members. Butler Family Farm. I always appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know we are all, I'll tell you one lesson that I've learned on YouTube in the last 7 years is that exclusion can be the worst thing. So I know we're always worried that we haven't said hello to everybody in the chat. It's so easy to miss a channel. And I'm sure there are times where people have noticed a little bit, like, oh, Superchat said hello to everybody except me. And it's understandable. But especially when people are on a phone, it is all but impossible to start at mentioning everybody, especially when you got a fast rolling chat. And I certainly never want anybody to feel left out. As a matter of fact, when we recount the last, for me it's 7 years, but I've lost a couple of friends, and I believe it's because of exclusion. And you can't blame anybody for being upset. But hopefully everybody here can be patient with each other. It's part of this. There are a couple things that really trip us up online when we are sending messages to each other. Doesn't matter if it's a comment or in a chat, or whether we're messaging outside on another social network or text or anything else. It's always just text. There's no tone of voice. There's no look on somebody's face to accompany it. So, I'm sure just about everybody's had a situation where they've received a message and been very close to taking it the wrong way, only to find out afterwards that they were mistaken about the tone. And I certainly have been guilty of that many times. I try to be patient, and therefore when I see something I don't like, I just try not to respond right away so that I can consider how many different angles I might be thinking about. But, if somebody says hello to everybody and misses you, I'm certain that they don't mean to. And I can speak, just about for everybody, in that way. I mean, if somebody's got a beef with somebody else online, they fully know it. But otherwise, everybody typically likes to say hello to everybody. And like I said, it can be tough on a phone. We all know that. So hopefully everybody just has that patience with each other. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, my dear friend Charlene Heel. I am not sure if I said hello already. Roadhog's in the house. I got them on the wheel with Globy's Travels. And hopefully myself, I haven't missed anybody in the chat. So Leonica Lofton is somebody that's brand new in the Superchat family. I think we've just had their channel on the screen one time, if I'm not mistaken. I caught them for a live stream the other day. They got another one that is, I think it was meant to come out today, so they might be moving that. I could be mistaken. Videos on the channel, I've just seen one so far. We got to keep in mind we're always looking for videos that are at least 3 minutes long. On a channel like this, she's got one here, 12 minutes. It's perfect for connecting. These couple of shorter ones, I'm going to choose from right now because I'm already connected to this creator. I'm going to put one of their videos into a special playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. I call it my catch-up list. It's just a fun name. Playlists can be a great tool for keeping caught up. And then they've got some shorts here, including a game. I can't remember if this was called 2048, the first version of something like that I've seen before. But they might be showing us how to make money with one of these apps, which is cool. And then live streams are something they're lining up. I think they meant to do one, and then it probably disconnected. They did another one, if I could guess. So they were actually, it was today that they were on. And then, hopefully we'll catch them for more. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. And then, yeah, Fever Dream Animation, it can be a nightmare. Wolf's 10 Outdoors, good to see you in the house. Todd Projects, I hope I said hello. I got you on the wheel. And my goodness, we're moving a little bit faster than I thought we would for today. It's an uncommon time for us to be starting, but as most people know, Superchat doesn't have a schedule, right? So between family obligations and I'm lucky enough to work full-time and this and that, I have to move them around a little bit, but it gives us the benefit of meeting different creators from around the world in different time zones. So thank you one more time, Leonica Lofton and Dark Swordsman Gaming, for those super chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And Blur Sunset Arcade Vlogs. It took me a minute. It took me a good minute to learn how to read that. Blur Sunset Arcade Vlogs. Good to see you in the house. I think they're a longtime friend, actually, that's just renamed their channel or started another one. Wally's World 420. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Michael's Adventures is coming up. Look at that. He is a beloved and dedicated moderator here and one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 7 years on YouTube. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Superchat. Like I was saying earlier, Michael's Adventures actually dropped a couple of premieres today because he's on every day at 9 a.m. Eastern. But on weekends, he often drops an extra couple of videos at 9 p.m. Eastern. And if he finds a day off from his busy work schedule, sometimes he'll give us an extra one as well. Angie Reviews, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Matthews Bushcraft, good to see you back also. And Michael's Adventures brings us wildlife and nature videos on his channel. Mostly wildlife. He's got over 3,500 videos. Once in a while, he does a little bit of other content. And I'll describe that in a quick second here. He's got a lot of wildlife that comes to visit. So between raccoons, foxes, deer, bird watching he does on his channel. And then sometimes he does a ride-along live stream. We've got a lot of creators that are bringing these kinds of things to us. And then sometimes he'll take us for a walk outdoors and a story to be told, a look around his area. Once in a while, he gets into a little bit more variety and brings those to us in shorts, especially with lottery ticket scratching or a tablet playing a slot game and a little bit of extra quick outdoor content mixed in his shorts videos. Michael's Adventures, like I said, is an incredibly supportive creator wanting to help others. Much of what he does for others goes unseen because he's constantly looking for people to help when it comes to watch hours and things like that. So for anybody, again, that wants to swap playlists, just simply say I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. Michael's Adventures is working on 1,400 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. And let's spin the wheel again. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Trish the Natural's in the house. I saw a thumbnail come up on her channel. I got to see what it is because it certainly drew attention. So we'll see what that is. Trish the Natural has been a long time friend as well and is here as a member, as you can see. Lil Red and Bunny Tracks is here. That's TWT-TV with a second channel. And Big Family Expedition, it's good to see you in the house as well. Yeah, Blur Sunset Arcade Vlogs. No, there's never a need to change name, especially not based on anything that I say. You know, it's up to everybody what they do with their channel. I'm just laughing because it took me a second to read it. But I recognize that creator as well. So thank you again for being here. And let's look at the Bud Files. So this is a family of creators that seek to be modern-day archaeologists. The idea is to uncover history and digitally preserve it in video. They do much more now, although they keep in line with that. Lately, they've been doing a lot of shout-out videos. I just caught... Oh, I see. You split it into two videos. I ran my catch-up list today while I was getting ready for Tuber Chat like a few hours ago. And... I saw them going over a lot of channels again. So one of the things that people will compliment me personally for is the fact that I know so much about channels, but that's because we're doing this every day or every other day, and I'm able to put channels on the screen and learn about them. But the Bud Files also does a spectacular job of keeping track of all of their supporters, what everybody does, so that they can also give them support. And I'm sure anybody that's already connected to them will agree here that they are an incredibly supportive family of creators, actually. So I've got the latest video. I put that in my catch-up list as well. They do a series called Way Back Wednesday. They give us a little bit of history there. Sometimes they're taking us outdoors on an adventure, but they give us a chance to get to know the family as well. They've really expanded the content on the channel over the last year when they've gotten into shorts videos. You get an idea of that. They've gotten up to 5,000 views, one at 15,000. And these bring a lot of variety both indoors and outdoors. And then when we get into live streams, I've had the pleasure of hanging out with them in many of their live streams while they've been either indoors or outdoors, playing games in the house, singing, dancing, or giving us a chance to get to know them. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're also officially on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We always say you're officially on a road when you get to a 100 milestone. And since they've passed 1,900, we know that they are officially on the road to 2K. Now, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Prez the Investor, good to see you in the house. I forgot to take the Bud Files off. We're one channel ahead then. And I'll spin again in another moment after I get Prez the Investor onto the wheel. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And Big Boy Snacks Johnny TV is in the house as well. That creator's changed their name a couple of times also. Whenever you change your name, it might mean, and this is not gospel by any means, it might mean that people have a little bit of trouble finding you just for a week or two until it settles on the YouTube servers again. I used to say 2 weeks, but it seems to be a bit faster these days. There's our dear friend Emotion New Soul as well. I got to get them onto the wheel. They're a long time beloved and dedicated moderator, so I'll put them on the wheel right now. They've got a couple of channels for us to look at, and I am going to look at Sweet Melissa's channel right now. This is a creator that lets us know she's a part of several product testing and review sites or programs, and then what she does is she gets the products from these companies, unboxes them on her channel. I see that my latest video that I had for you did not run all the way through, so I'll put that one back in my catch-up list and rerun it. But this is really cool because all of the different products, it's pure variety over here. We see some snacks, we see some beauty and bath products, but there's a ton of different stuff here. I think she did paper towels the other day, yes. So Sweet Melissa's been with us, I think, every stream since finding us just a couple of months ago. This creator's got 162 subscribers right now. We'd love to push her towards the 200. We know that she's thinking about shorts, bring pure variety on her channel, like most creators here in the Tuber Chat family. But we see that a couple of these have moved into 2,000 views, one over 7,000, which is great to see. So next, what I'm going to do is take a break for 3.5 minutes. Let me spin the wheel, see which channel's coming up next. And what I'm going to do right now, though, is play a clip for you from an upcoming interview series that's being released in a couple of weeks. And these interviews are between myself and a few creators who have been with the Tuber Chat family for a few years each and have long passed their 10,000 subscribers.
Don't forget the people who've got you there. Like, this is why I'm very open with coming on with Tuber Chat, because I remember I only had, I think, about 2,000, 3,000 subscribers at the time.
Probably.
And I got involved in that group, and there's other groups as well. What you know, if you cast your bread across the waters, it will come back. So always, and there's always somebody that I've engaged in on YouTube, totally different hobby, pastime.
Okay.
but we're linked by the ways. But they will know somebody that's scale modeling, and they will mention me to them.
Right.
So there's always that as well. You've got to look at it as when you're building your channel, always try to give back what you've taken out of it. So that's why if I'm home night, in a weekend, and Tuber Chat, because I've got it notified, if he comes on, I will pop in, give him a super chat, and I make sure I get on that bloody wheel of crap, whatever it is.
There you go.
And so that I've put back in, because remember I was there as well. I was lowly. If you remember rightly, that one day when I cracked that I think it was 20,000 subscribers, or was it 10,000 subscribers? Because you went up to 5,000, wasn't it? And I said to you, because I'm on 10,000, am I not allowed to be on your channel anymore?
That's right.
You had to change it, didn't you?
I had to change the intro. If somebody was to go back to the first episodes of Tuber Chat, you would hear me say something along the lines of up to 10,000 subscribers. But when Moz6510 Models crossed the 10,000, I had to change the intro for the whole channel so that I could say, and beyond 10,000 subscribers. And now we're here, and you've doubled that number. You're still growing now. So
it's very slow growth, because as I said, I've taken a month. I wanted to see what a month would do to my channel.
Yeah.
And I was getting 300 to 400 views an hour down to 160 views an hour.
Right.
If I look now, I'm getting 30 views an hour. So but I've done this on purpose. I wanted a break.
Yes.
I just wanted to step back, and now it's back in, and I'm going to start doing it all again now. So
yeah, there's nothing wrong with the break when it's needed. What I have found is when we can get to a place of consistency, taking a week off, it seems to take about a month to get the momentum back, but it does come back.
Yeah, it does come back, but I needed the break. I really did. I think YouTube have cottoned on to this as well. You've seen a lot of burnout recently on YouTube.
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a burnout. Yeah, there's definitely that. But we strive to be better, and that's what it can be.
Yeah,
definitely
improving over time.
Improvement is it, and also it's good. It's edifying for yourself. It really does boost you up when you get a video that gets 10,000 views. It really does. It's great. But there's also the work and the time you put into it, so it's rewarding in that respect as well.
For sure. All right, we're just about back here. So, one of the things as well, I know we've had a lot of brand new channels come into the Tuber Chat family lately. There's always at least a brand new channel every day, but lately there's been quite an influx of newer channels. So when I want to mention something for everybody though, even if you've been here many years before and things like that, when we're connecting with other creators, the instructions are always in the video description. So when we're saying to somebody we've been to their house and left a package or anything like that, what we're talking about is visiting their channel, watching a full video, and leaving a comment. We have to expect that most creators are going to fulfill everything authentically most of the time. Unfortunately, we know it'll never be 100%, but it should be better here than anywhere. But when we find that there are cases where creators either do not willingly connect authentically or are unable to connect authentically and do things like, asking people to swap playlists but not running playlists for them and things like that, I will have to step in and do something about that. So I'm just mentioning it because it's come up a little bit too often lately. But the 99%, like I said, should be good to go. And then one hint that I can give for anybody that's fairly new to Tuber Chat is that most of the creators that have been here many times before, or literally for months or years, they will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat, regardless of moderator status or member status. Moderators I can vouch for. Every moderator here has been a longtime friend, and I know them well enough that I could, basically vouch for any of our moderators. Members come and go, obviously, and things like that. But regardless of status or the way things look in the chat and things like that, one thing that might be an idea is to just watch how somebody interacts with everybody in the chat to get an idea as to whether they will be authentic or not. But it's something that I just wanted to mention quickly. So I always appreciate anybody reaching out to ask any questions or get me to clarify any of those kinds of things. Because like I said, unfortunately, it's just not, it can't be 100% ever. And one of the things that is unfortunate is if somebody was to come into Tuber Chat and, the first couple of people they connect with are asking them to run playlists and everything like that and then not connecting, that would be unfortunate because this is how we could lose a few good people. So we don't want that to happen. But I'll have to sort that out as it continues. And right now we're looking at one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 7 years on YouTube. He's here every day on the pole position on the Wheel of Doom, as we call it, Scratch and Pete PA. We're going to talk about his content in a moment. Izzy Scott Designs has gifted another membership, so thank you for that. They've done that countless times before, and our dear friend Emotion New Soul is already on the wheel. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator. He's been a member many times before, but he'll be happy to have that membership, I'm sure. Calico Panthers Catch a Deal is a long time friend as well. And, I think she's got a membership on our other channel, actually. Tend the sheep where you are, don't pass them by. So I've got them on the wheel already. Roadhog is on there. I don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. Wheat's Art is here as well. I saw you come in there. And if anybody needs me to clarify any of the, things that I talk about, because I know I tend to speak fast and, get sidetracked and don't really elaborate a lot of the time, just because we're moving so fast here. Anybody can reach out anytime on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. I'm on all of those every day, at least at some point. And then let's talk about Scratch and PPA's content right now. So this creator brings to us perfect consistency, actually, in the Scratch Challenge series of videos now that has been going on for 3 almost 3.5 years. So Scratch and Pete PA brings 2 lottery tickets together and offers us the chance to vote on the content of which ticket will be scratched in his series every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. The way that we vote is to join him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. And Scratch and Pete PA as well has got presentation at the forefront of his mind. I'll talk about that in a quick second here. I am Betty J. Gathers is in the house. Good to see you here. And thank you for that. Tend the sheep where you are. Don't pass them by, but I'll just leave it as it is. I am Betty J. Gathers is here. And then thank you so much, Todd Projects. And then about that wallet, I caught them for the first time today. They were here not too long ago. And then, yeah, Pete does support everyone. So, yes, pardon me, Scratch and, I'm just scanning the chat a little bit there. Scratch and Pete PA, like I said, has presentation at the forefront of his mind. His avatar, his bright, bold avatar is matched by the content in his thumbnails, which feature the tickets that are to be scratched. And then as well, he's got a hint about the giveaways that happen during his video series as well. His banner's updated every single week, if you can imagine that. And then his video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first production over the, it's long past 3.5 years now. It's almost 4 years ago. So Scratch and Pete PA as well put a lot of contemplation into what he was going to do before he did it. I knew him as PA before he changed his name to Scratch and Pete PA. That's now ancient history, but this creator is well over 2,000 subscribers now and getting close to 2,100. So I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. If you can catch us for one of his premieres, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. He rivals those of the Stock Explorer, Garden State Gardener, VS Speaks Royally, and a few others. It is very fast paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. He is literally the reason why I use the word seems to be everywhere all the time, because he supports so many creators so much. And then Scratch and Pete PA has got his next premiere set and ready to go. We always set notifications for everything we see, whether they're premieres or live streams, even though we have the notification bell on for every channel, and that's just in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and catching as much content as we can from each other. Jose Fantasticville, good to see you here. Rushing Wind Mountain, I'm going to get you on the wheel. Scratch and Pete PA also expanded his content this year, bringing us his very first live stream from Italy while he was on vacation. And then he also brought us a handful of vlogging style shorts to show us the different areas he visited, and some Italian lottery tickets as well, which we otherwise may not have seen. So hopefully everybody will connect with Scratch and Pete PA, and we'd love to push him towards that 2,100 subscribers we know he's thinking about. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then Bella's Whisper Farmstead, I may not have got you on the wheel until now. I just put you on there right this second. We got quite a full wheel, but I'm going to wipe it out in about 15 minutes. So we do that once an hour. And then Scratch and Pete PA is up on the screen. Let me spin. I hope I didn't just miss somebody. Oh, I did. I missed Prez the Investor. Prez the Investor is coming up right now. And they'll be followed by the Stock Explorer, because I spun twice there, actually. So these are a couple of good channels to talk about at the same time. because they're both going to help us with our finances. Now, Prez the Investor is going to talk more about the investing aspects, but the Stock Explorer is going to talk to us about the stock markets and a little bit of crypto as well. So, Prez the Investor is somebody that we've met through Lisa J. Stocks. These creators have done a lot of collaborating together. Oh, and then Scratch and PPA, thank you. I'm sitting there thinking I'm not making a mistake, but something is on my mind, and I don't know what it is. But now, yes, Izzy Scott Designs, forgive me for that. I missed your channel. I was supposed to put your channel up. So I'm going to put Izzy Scott Designs up right after the Stock Explorer, just so I can talk about the finances together, and then I'll put that channel up. But forgive me for that. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I don't know how he does it. This is a example of what I talk about when I say, you know, he's a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. I make as many mistakes as anybody, and he manages to catch them somehow. So, Prez the Investor, like I said, with Lisa J. Stocks, you see them together in one thumbnail there. Now, Prez the Investor is going to bring us technical aspects of investing, like dollar cost averaging, compound interest, very forthcoming about his own portfolio and investment moves. But as well, this creator during live streams will take questions and give answers, whether they're collaborating with somebody or whether they're on their own. And I've been lucky to catch them. I don't know how long ago, a week and a half ago already, I caught them by themselves. But I've caught them with Lisa J. Stocks as well. Both of these creators do a great job of keeping up with the chat. But collaborating with others is a great way to give your channel a real boost. So it's great to see these creators together. 500 and almost 600 views on some of the shorts. Those will likely continue to grow as they post more and more. And I see that they've got another video out from today or yesterday. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to keep caught up with them. So thank you again, Prez the Investor. Next up, I'm going to put the Stock Explorer up because they also are talking about stocks and investing. The Stock Explorer talks a little bit about crypto as well. Sometimes they have charts and graphs behind them, but they also have product in hand a lot of the time. And they will also talk about beginner tutorials, advanced topics, options trading, NFTs, things like that. And they've got variety in their shorts videos on their channel. Lots of creators do this, regardless of category or niche. They bring variety into the shorts videos. They've gotten up to 10,000 views on one of these, and it still gets views today. Live streams are frequent, nor are the Stock Explorers going live as often as they can. They happen to be a hard worker, but they're trying to be on a few times a week. Sometimes they're talking stocks and crypto, but a lot of the time they're lottery ticket scratching in battles with other creators. Another type of collaboration that's fun to watch. It can be very exciting, as a matter of fact, almost electrifying, dare I say. And then sometimes there's friendly conversations on the channel. I've joined Nora on the Stock Explorer for a 2-hour conversation about YouTube. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and they're working on 2,100 subscribers. They got a second channel here called Tropical Buzz, and this is where they're going to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they're going to grow themselves in Florida. They got 255 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 300 we know that they're thinking about. They got a few shorts over here already, and these are getting into 600 views, almost 700 views and beyond as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with both Prez the Investor and the Stock Explorer. You're going to find financial information from these creators and some of their friends as well. Sharon and Jackson, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I thought I missed another channel coming in, and I could be mistaken. Butler Family Farm dropped a highlighted milestone message. It seems like yesterday, but it's, Butler Family Farm and Just Jason Keto and more, and a few other channels, Canadian Family Life and a few others. You know, try to be here just about every day. I know we've got a few newer channels that are doing that as well. And I always appreciate every moment, you know, but I know not everybody can be here every day, especially because I mix the streams around, and I know not everybody can be here for hours. As long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, I promise you everybody will be fine. You hear it in the stories that I tell while we're here. But Butler Family Farm goes over and above when it comes to the support that they give, not just here, but to others as well. They introduce us to a lot of channels. So Izzy Scott Designs is up on the screen. We'll talk about their content in a second. Fro14, good to have you here. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So, Nora, the Stock Explorer, is just asking how's Kristen. So thank you for that. I hadn't said anything up until now just because she hadn't also said anything online, but she did put a post out the other day. Last week, it was literally, I remember only because of exactly what I was doing. I just finished cooking a late breakfast. I said hello to the first couple of people in Scratch and PPA's premiere last Tuesday, and then Kristen got in a car accident. And it was not the worst accident in the world. Nobody in the other car was hurt. She got a few bruises and things like that. The airbags went off. And the airbags themselves can cause a little bit of trouble. Now, she spent the day in the hospital, but that was really just for observation. I got there as quick as I could. I was with her for the day. She's okay, and we were out enjoying some time this weekend and things like that. So she's all right, just a little bit stiff and everything else, but she'll be fine. Car's totaled, so I think that's what she's most upset about, to be honest with you. But she'll grab some new wheels in a few minutes, and that'll be fine. But thank you for asking. And the only reason I didn't say anything last week before today is because she hadn't already said anything. So I just wanted to wait that out. But in case anybody wondered, but she's doing fine. But thank you again for asking, Nora. Like I said, Nora's a dear friend and somebody who goes over and above, and I promise you cares deeply about all of us here in the Tuber Chat family. Lisby Journey, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And it was lucky. Yes, nothing major, but just a couple of bruises and this and that. So she wasn't traveling at a heavy speed or anything like that, and it just not that it matters, but it wasn't her fault in this case. So there's at least that not to be worried about for her. Izzy Scott Designs is up on the screen right now. This is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. As you can see, they just gifted a membership. They've done that countless times before. I don't know what happened to my catch-up list again. I just ran this thing today, and I'm gonna have to grab another video and put it in my catch-up list again, but I'll rerun the one with the red line here that didn't go all the way across. I'm sure we're going to see a few of those. It's likely from me switching between different accounts all the time. There's Mark the Shark. Much love and aloha, he says, and you can see that on the hat that he generously sent over. And Mark the Shark's been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. Izzy Scott Designs is somebody who reset and restarted their channel recently, but they bring us animations with music more than anything else, even though they've let us know, and they've changed it up their About page now, but they've let us know they're going to bring some variety here. Now, they've always been known for an outstanding banner, avatar, these thumbnails, of course, and then they've done a lot of live streaming, so they've got one coming up. Actually, right after Tuber Chat, we will be on quite late. We still got another 2 hours to go if everybody would like to stay that long. Pardon me, but Izzy Scott Designs, I think, is starting in about an hour. So, they're on frequently, almost every day. I've been lucky to catch them many times before. Hopefully I'll catch you again, probably tonight. And Izzy Scott Designs is working on 1,700 subscribers, so hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. The conversation can go anywhere once they get started. And thank you one more time for another membership gift. I know that Emotion New Soul will be happy to have had that. So let me spin the wheel. Forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then Tales Told in the Dark. is up on the screen right now. This is a longtime friend. This is Cassie, and a lot of us know this creator from Oracles and Beyond, where they do a lot of tarot reading. So they've moved that over onto this channel, if I'm not mistaken. When I dig through the live streams, I see that they were doing a bit of this here. Now, this can give you a little bit of insight as to what's been going on in your life, what might be happening today, what might be continuing. It's been a while since I've caught them, and it's they just did another couple in the last week and a half or so. So if they keep those up, hopefully I'll catch them soon. We always set notifications for everything we see, as well as having the notification bell on. Shorts on this channel bring variety, but they've gotten into 4,600, 5,200 views and beyond, and then videos on the channel as well. They just put another one up here. They have let us know on their About page that we can be welcomed into the land of ASMR and mythology, mythical creatures, cryptids, scary stories, history, and much more. Lots of rabbit holes to take a peek at over here. And Cassie is somebody who I think I've been saying this a lot lately, but I'm sure after everybody hears her either read, narrate, or tell a story or do anything at all, you will wonder if she might be a professional voice actor. She's got a very warm, inviting voice, but she is a natural when it comes to connecting other creators as well, so you'll likely meet lots of friends over there. She sent many friends to us here in the Superchat family that have been with us for a long time. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Jonathan Sturgill is here. Home Bartending with John is in the house. He happens to be a silver member. We see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, whether he's here or not, even though he's here just about every stream. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So Backyard Truckers coming up right now. I just wanted to take a quick peek at Oracles and Beyond. I don't know if Cassie's still in the chat or listening. I'm just curious about the channel because I know it's been a long time since they've posted. And thank you for the thumbs up, by the way, about that wallet. Backyard Truckers up on the screen right now, and they have been posting frequently, but they let us know on their About page this is just a simple guide posting anything and everything online for us to see, and they've actually been doing really well. They've done some do-it-yourself videos lately, but they've been doing really well. This was a funny video to watch. I grew up with dogs, but my girlfriend Kristen, I was just talking about, has had cats, and you know we've been living together for over 8 years now, or about that. And she's got a couple of cats, so of course I play with them. There's half the reason my allergies are off all the time, but they get into attack mode as well, so that was a fun video to watch. Backyard Trucker does well with a lot of these dash cam videos, 10,000, 12,000 views on these, which is great to see, and then live streams. So they've been live frequently, actually, almost every day lately, it looks like. And they've collaborated with Marketplace Boutique, who we see in the chat as well, so it's great to see creators doing that also. Big Cheesy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Calico Panthers catch a deal. Yes, you notice I've been lucky to read before I speak sometimes in the chat, but I know there's channels out there with some extremely fun names. Calico Panthers catch a deal's coming up next because they dropped a super chat. So actually, let me get that channel up on the screen right now. We'll delay our break for another minute here. Let me see if this channel is going to come up easily. Oh, it didn't want to come up just because I was missing a letter there. So Calico Panthers Catch a Deal is a second channel from a creator that we know and love and have for a long time. Penny from Kitty Mom Adventures has renamed her other channel. We'll look at that in a second. Now, this is a newer one that she's put up, but she's posted quite a few videos over here already, which is great to see, and she's at 28 subscribers. So we'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the first 100. We know it's an exciting and important milestone for everybody's YouTube journey. And then, yeah, I thought I could be very mistaken, but I thought I've seen your channel before, Big Cheesy. I thought I might have seen you out supporting somebody else. I could be wrong. And then, yeah, Alicia Nicole, I am allergic to everything, including cats and dogs, actually. But growing up with them in the house, it alleviates some of the disaster. But I have to take allergy medicine all the time. I gotta be very, very considerate about washing my hands and stuff like that. We've all, probably gotten better at that over the last many years. I used to do it constantly all the time. People think I run to the bathroom all the time, but it's really just for that. I happen to not like anything on my finger, so if I feel anything, I run, to wash my hands. That was just out of habit, but some friends played a trick on me one day. I used to be a DJ. And I used to play vinyl records. And when we grabbed the needle for the vinyl records, DJs will often lick their fingers and then kind of rub them on their pants and then use their fingers to scratch the records. I didn't do a ton of that, but a little bit of it. And so my friends thought it'd be funny to take some Pure Cap. For those of you who know what it is, I still don't exactly understand what it is, but it's the hottest of the hot sauce. And they put it on the side of the needle, knowing that I would touch it and lick my finger at some point, which is, bad enough as it is, but it's a true story. And so, I'm like, what's going on? They had to come and literally grab me by force and take me down to the eye wash station to wash my eye out, because they weren't expecting me to quite do that. But I thought that'd be a silly story to share with everybody. But that, on top of allergies, has me constantly thinking about that stuff. Tend the sheep where I don't pass them by, sent a super chat. She's done that many times before, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. There's the same creator behind Calico Panthers Catch a Deal, and this creator was known as Kitty Mom Adventures. I've actually been on panel with her for 4 hours one time, if you could believe that. She is on the road to 1,000, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. She brings a lot of variety here, sometimes haul videos, a lot of stories to be told. She wants to inspire us in a spiritual way. You'll catch that from the shorts videos that have now gotten into 2,600 and 2,700 views and beyond, and then live streams on the channel as well are occasional for this creator, and she's reset and restarted a couple of times. So hopefully everybody will connect with Tend the Sheep Where You Are, Don't Pass Them By, and catch her other channel as well. We'd love to get that one up to the first 100. We'd love to get this one to the first 1,000, but this is a long-time dear friend. I think she's been with us for over 3 years as well. So let's spin the wheel. We've got one more channel ready to go. We're going to take a quick 3.5 minute break. Tushar Gamer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And April Showers Network is going to be up next. Oh, my mic's on you. You hear all the wrestling and nonsense going on in the background here because I'm playing with the new stickers that were sent over from Corinne's Life in the chat here. So I did pick them up this weekend. I'm just opening them up for the first time now. So I got my stickers done just a little bit different than what I've seen from a lot of creators because it's unclear, especially with the music channel, what on earth that is. So it's just a C, like meaning copyright. But it's because it's all copyright free music. But the text around the outside lets people know what that is if they're not familiar. And then it will probably prompt a few people to ask if they see these on a few people's sticker boards. So I haven't sent any of these out yet. I literally just picked them up. And there's the Superchat one, right? Of course, Connect and Grow. So I see she sent a couple of different kinds. You probably can't see this on the camera very well unless I move this around. So this one's glossy. Oh, forgive me while I try to get this here. But you get an idea, of how, like, that one's glossy. And this one is a matte finish, so it won't gloss at all. Like, I like the matte finish ones better, but that's just preference. I happen to be a print broker as well, so I print a lot of different things, but I can't do stickers, not the way that Corinne's Life is able to get that done. But when I have printed things, I know that, glossy stuff has sharper colors, but matte finish is something that stops the, glare from happening. I'm trying to think of the word. I can't think of any words today. But that's all that's about. But those are really cool. So if anybody needs stickers for their channel, you can reach out to Corinne's Life. She's a fellow Canadian, but shipping something like this across the border obviously isn't going to cost much more than it otherwise would have. To be in the United States, we only have to worry about cost of shipping, in my opinion, when it comes to heavy things or really large boxes, but it's the weight that kills it more than anything else. Yeah, Canadian Family Life obviously is in Canada, but Corinne's Life did a great job with these. I know she's done stickers as well for Just Jason Keto and more. I've got those beside me somewhere. I showed everybody those a minute ago. And actually, Butler Family Farm is probably in the chat right now. And let me see if I can, for the life of me, find in my mess of stuff that I've taken back and forth from Niagara to Toronto, I can see through the envelope here that they've sent. So we'll do a unboxing while we talk about April Showers Network's channel for a second here. Let me see if I can get my scissors up and I can make a slightly clean cut here. You know what I did? The very first person, I think, to ever send me something on YouTube was Yogi Hollow Farm. And when I opened their envelope, I sliced the letter that they put inside in half. And I told them about it. They said, oh yeah, everybody's done that at some point. So I try to be a little more careful now. But Jerry and Susan would have sent this over from Butler Family Farm. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm doing a almost live. I'm doing a terrible job of an unboxing video here. I'm terrified of cutting anything, but I think I can get the sticker out now. But I knew that they'd had these done. They were talking about this before, and these are gorgeous, actually. I'll show you in a second here. Because they've just got this done. Same artist that did Canadian Family Life and a few others of our friends. But isn't that a beautiful avatar that they've got? Not to mention the stickers cut. I know Corinne's Life can do this too. But the stickers cut, like right around the lettering and everything, which is really cool to see. So thank you, Jerry and Susan, for sending that over. Forgive me, I didn't open it yet because I wanted to bring it to my office and have a look at that, but they're likely in the chat right now. I think Cali King 916 is here. I removed a few channels from the wheel during the break, so hopefully anybody who's still here will be active in the chat. Lisa J. Stocks, I'm afraid I may have not put you on the wheel in the first place. So I've got you on there. Just Jason, Keto, and more. I'm not sure if they're still here. Lewis Acre Farm Karma is here. Consume the goodness. I've got on the wheel for sure. And M. Morgan TV, good to see you in the house. Alicia Nicole, I added your name onto the wheel as well. So I always promise that once an hour, I'm going to add a name to the wheel when we go on that break at the same time as I remove a few names from the wheel. That's just to speed everything up. But that's because I know it could be a very long wait, and we don't want everybody to have to wait, especially because we can't always get to every channel that comes through. Patrick Stahl, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I never add channels by asking. Basically, what happens is over a long period of time, if you're active in the chat, literally having conversation with other creators. I have a robot in the background that keeps track of how active everybody is. You can see I've got Alicia Nicole's name highlighted there, or did for a second, because this will help me see who's been most active in the chat if I don't happen to be sure myself. Michael W. Harper, good to see you in the house. That's the second channel from Judgment Day, Mike Harper. Todd Projects is back from their shower. I'll get you onto the wheel. And April Showers Network is another longtime friend. So she's talking usually conversations about a lot of newsworthy content that's out there. I'm just going to grab one of her latest videos here. And I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's a cruise ship video. And that's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. April Showers Network otherwise brings pure variety. She's got 5,300 views on one of these shorts videos. One over 21,000, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel. She's live right now. But this creator is live frequently, as you can see, just about every day. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. Over 2,000 subscribers now. And she's been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming in. Michael W. Harper's having trouble commenting. I'll check that actually in a second here. Home Bartending with John is coming up. Let me see if I can get to something. We'll get Home Bartending with John up in a second. So I'm going to get into my channel settings here. So on the bottom left, when you're on a computer, right, you get to these settings, and then you get to your community settings. And this is the area where you add moderators and approved users and things like that. So I'm just going to pull up Judgment Day Mike Harper. And see that their channel gets added into the, I'm just copying the URL out here, and I'm going to copy it into my approved users, which is right here. And this is just a common glitch sometimes where somebody's trying to chat, but the messages don't come through, so it makes you think you might be banned when you're actually not. Resetting a device, while it shouldn't help, it usually does. And then if not, you're kind of stuck reaching out to a creator by another social network or their moderators and things like that. But that's the fastest way to usually fix that. So hopefully by the time we do our next stream, which should be on Tuesday night, then Michael W. Judgment Day Mike Harper should be able to get into the chat. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. I would reset the device, but it's just an idea. And then, yes, Big Cheesy, WWE for sure. I was just watching Billions over the weekend. It's like my favorite TV show now, right? And they had one of the WWE. I don't know if he's just a star or more involved in that. Made a cameo appearance on the episode I just watched. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Old Lady Luck. Oh, officially monetized. Thank you. That's actually a new friend to us. I think she came over from the Stock Explorer, although I could be mistaken. Home Bartending with John, your channel's coming up next, but since I've already got Judgment Day, my Carper up here, I'm just going to talk about their channel for a second. They do a lot of posting to give us a chance to get to know them. They've got information on their About page. There's a bit of variety on the channel, some video gameplay as well. Shorts over here have started to move into 1,000 and 2,000 views. Live streams are frequent, just another chance to get to know Mike Harper. And then he's got a second channel called Michael W. Harper. If I could type. And this is where we get another chance to get to know him. He does some DVD reviews on this channel as well. So we see a bit of that. There's some WWE right there. And then shorts on this channel have moved into, I think, 400 views and beyond. Yep, halfway to 500. And a few live streams over here. So hopefully everybody will connect with this creator. They're another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Oh, Michael W. Harper, you restarted the phone a few times, still having trouble. Hopefully it'll sort itself out. Whenever we see a glitch on YouTube, it usually sorts out in a few days or a couple weeks at the most. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And Home Bartending with John has a one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. This creator wants to help us make some of the world's most popular cocktails from the comfort of our own home. We don't have to have a home bar setup quite as elaborate as what John's got here, but he shows us what it takes to keep a bar like this replenished and the tools we're going to need behind the bar to make some of these, some of our favorite cocktails. The interesting thing that I find about this channel and what John does here, he will give us different variations of recipes. Not everybody makes the same drink the same way. So he'll show us some of the most popular variations for some of our favorite drinks. And he takes requests on his channel. He's already done a couple for me specifically. He does a ton of reviews. And sometimes he puts a few things together as a collection. Like for here, he's got a comparison between different types of beers. He's got low-calorie cocktails as an idea. He's got non-alcoholic mocktails as an idea. And then as well, this creator individually reviews a lot of different things. And I think this can be helpful because he can give us an idea as to whether we might like something before we go and try it. I'm somebody who gets very set in my way, so I just drink Corona and that's it. I don't drink very much, but when I do, it's always one thing. And I tend not to go outside of my comfort zone ever. But once in a while, you might think about having something a little bit different, and then Home Bartending with John will give us an idea about a lot of different varieties here and things we might like before we, like I said, go and spend money on it. He's got some shorts over here as well that have gotten into 2,300 views and beyond. One at 7,800. I think it's still getting views. And then live streams are an idea he's experimented with in the past, and we see that this creator also is working on 500 subscribers. He's getting really, really close. So I'm hoping we can push him towards that exciting milestone. It's an important and exciting milestone in all of our YouTube journeys, of course. And pardon me, Home Bartending with John is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and has been ever since finding the Tuber Chat family. I think my friendship with him is now getting on a couple of years, as a matter of fact. Canadian Family Life says there's a lot of YouTube glitches lately. I haven't been on as much as usual the last few days. But I remember right before the weekend hearing about a few different awkward things. So I, don't want to whine and complain about why things take 2 weeks to fix these days in 2024 when I don't think that they should. Like Reddit is broken. I'll show you an example of something here. So if I go on one of John's videos, right? Most of you have seen me on your channels for premieres or live streams where I want to share on Reddit. You used to be able to click this button, click on Reddit, doesn't matter which browser, and it would automatically have the link populated for you as well as the title, which now it doesn't. But since I've got it in front of me, I'm just going to do it anyway. So now if you wanted to share on Reddit, first of all, you got to tell it to go to the link instead of a regular post. Then you got to copy the title, which I don't even know if you're going to be able to do it with this browser. I have headaches with this all the time when I'm trying to copy and paste. It worked this time. And then you got to select a community. So for those of you who haven't seen it, we have a community called Superchat where anybody can share any video. And you don't have to worry about people getting all upset about posting things in the wrong place. It's just for YouTube videos. And it's that easy to post, but it's just been a bit of a headache because they broke the system. And it used to be even faster. It used to be fast like Twitter. So that's why I share on Reddit all the time. As a matter of fact, I think it was 2022. I was in the top 9% for the planet for sharing on Reddit, which I thought was a fun accomplishment. Old Lady Luck is up on the screen right now. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I had to roll my eyes when I saw the Reddit thing because they've done an update for Reddit, changed the look and everything. Some of us remember, I don't know if it's 2 years ago now, when YouTube changed everything to rounded corners. And so that's what Reddit's done now, is there's rounded corners on a bunch of stuff. And one of my favorite movies, I always like the movies that have to do with online services. I really am an enthusiast for social media, let's just say. But like the Facebook movie is one of my favorite movies. The Steve Jobs movies, either one of them. I probably like Steve Jobs better than Jobs, for those of you who've seen them both. And I know there's other ones out there now. Anything to do with Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and all that stuff, right? But they said in the Steve Jobs movies, the girl looks at him like, she's like, oh yeah, because everybody needs rectangles with rounded corners on them, while she rolls her eyes. And, you know, I guess the experts that they have know better than I do as to whether that matters as much as they think it does. But it broke the whole system, so I'm all whining and complaining about it now on Reddit. Old Lady Luck dropped a super chat, so thank you for that extra generous support. I really do appreciate that. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. Old Lady Luck is actually a fairly new friend to us. I think she came over from the Stock Explorers channel, but they're monetized now. They let us know. I'm just going to grab their latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with another video. They post frequently, as you can see. And then shorts on this channel as well have gotten into 2,600, 3,500 views and beyond. And then live streams as well. Seem that they're experimenting with these. We'll keep an eye on the channel, see if they're going to keep those up. We've always got notification bells on for everyone. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for everybody. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. And Big Cheesy's asking about swapping playlists. So basically what it means, it's a simple arrangement where you're agreeing to run a playlist of videos for somebody else, and they're agreeing to run a playlist of your videos in return. You can imagine that by getting a lot of different people to run an entire playlist of your videos, your watch hours are going to start to go up. But it's really simple to do because you're only obligated to run it, not necessarily sit and watch every single second of every video. Some creators have very long playlists. But you can chop your channel up into many playlists, time them out by doing a simple Google search for YouTube playlist length. It'll tell you how long a playlist is very easily. And then you can make a fair trade with another creator. The big reasons why I push it here, though, is there's two big benefits, and these relate to monetized channels as well. When you build a friendship with another creator by trading favors with them, you will have somebody that will favor you and then be there to watch most of what you're going to come up with moving forward. So you can see how your watch hours will start to grow exponentially. And when somebody's running an entire playlist of your videos, they're running every video from beginning to end. And that can bump up the averages for your entire channel for retention or average time viewed per video, if that makes sense. So these are the reasons why I push it so hard. But it's a simple arrangement to make. If anybody is unsure, you can reach out to me. Most of our moderators will also be willing to swap playlists with creators. And we're getting close to the home stretch on the music channel now. It was over 2,700 watch hours when I looked today. We've got a couple creators like Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures who are literally in there every day trying to push for watch hours, which I appreciate. So we're going to be eligible soon to at least apply, and we'll see what happens there. But these are why I talk about it so much. We'll talk about Roadhog in a second here. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And then, just for the sake of saying it, for those of you who haven't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music. You can use it in your videos and live streams. It's published on all major music platforms, including iTunes, Amazon, Deezer, YouTube Music, Google Music, everywhere else. And we have a channel set up on YouTube, of course. All the music's there. And then there's a virtual 24-hour live stream. It's like a virtual nightclub over there. There's a video game going, and we do link drops. So you're welcome to meet more creators over there the same way that we do here. And then, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. Paper Bag Nomad, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for being mistaken if you might be here for the first time, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. All of our instructions are in our video description always. And thank you for that, Matthews Bushcraft. All the music right now is like nightclub, dance floor type stuff. I don't know whether I'll expand that in the future or not. It's all ghost-produced music. But we own it all, like all of the rights and everything else. You don't have to worry about that stuff. It's all copyright free for sure. And I've published it legitimately and tested it long before I ever made it available here to the Tuberchat family as well. So, Roadhog is up on the screen right now. This is a creator that lets us know everything in their videos was found in the trash. They give us a lot more information now, but they actually refurbish and bring new life to things that otherwise might have been passed by. They do a lot of scrap metal work, and they take us exploring so that we can see where they find some of the best stuff. And then shorts on this channel have moved into 4,600, 4,900 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel are something they've experimented with up to last year. We'll see if they're going to continue. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Yeah, Lisa J. Stocks, there's a video game over there. She's saying she's trying to understand it. It's a weird thing. So it's called Stream Avatars, and we've got a little bit of the information in the descriptions of the live streams. I'm going to have to do a better job with those and probably make a prompt that will come up that somebody can like say instructions, and it'll tell everybody some of the simple things. But it's just a video game where, you know, when you go into the chat, you get a character, it comes on the screen, you can dress it up with different things. There's a free shop that's got all kinds of hats and weapons and clothes and every other thing. But you accumulate points over there. You literally get them just for being there, but you can get there you can get more points faster by playing slot games or roulette or jumping to catch the star that flies across the screen. occasionally and things like that. And there's a lot more to it, but it's tough to explain without looking at it. But it's a lot of fun. People trickle in and out of there all the time. We often raid over there after Tuber Chat. We'll probably do that again tonight in another little while, hour or so. We can stay up to another hour and a half if everybody would like to. I know it's a bit of a late start for today. I will clear the wheel again in another 25 minutes or so. Right now, we're going to go on a break for 3.5 minutes, or we'll go right after I talk about Todd Projects, and then we'll play another clip from that podcast series that I'm talking about. Their interviews. I've recorded the first 3 episodes already. I got 2 more creators lined up for sure that I'll likely be recording in the next couple of weeks. As soon as I've got them recorded, I'll start getting clips from them as well that we can play so that we mix things up a little bit more. Todd Projects, let's see what they've got going on. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. They say their main focus will be outdoors, fishing, DIY related to the channel. We've got lots of friends that fit that category as well. I'm going to take their latest video and rerun it because I've got that red line that didn't go all the way. I'm assuming that's because I was switching accounts while I was running it in the same browser. I often have multiple windows open, as you can imagine, and that happens all the time. So Todd Projects as well has got some shorts here. One of them at 3,300 views, which is great to see, and they've already got 131 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 they're thinking about. And then, yeah, I saw you mentioning that you haven't got new content for the last couple of weeks, but that's okay. We talk about that kind of thing all the time. If you can get to a place eventually of putting up one quality piece of content per week, that is enough to make a channel grow organically, and then the things we do here speed that up. Santosh Mall, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right for you. So let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. We'll go for a break. I'm going to play another clip from our podcast series that's going to be released in just under 2 weeks now. And these are conversations I've had with creators who've been in the Tuber Chat family at least for a couple of years so far. And all of these creators have passed their 10,000 subscribers. We've had a friendship that's gone on beyond 3 years now. I think we're actually getting a lot closer to 4. And I appreciate your friendship, Lou, of course. But I remember very clearly, I won't forget this, a conversation that we had. You were talking to me about how to grow over the course of all this time. And you mentioned the idea of coming into live streams in the chat, hanging out and having true conversation with people so that you can really get to know people and get known as well.
Yeah, that was way back. Looking back, I went from 0 to 1,000 to 4,000 overnight, and the 0 to, I think it was 82, was a completely different crowd than the 3,000 to 4,000 crowd.
Right.
And in the live stream, the people that are in when you're at 4,000 subscribers aren't the people that you started with.
Okay.
And coming into a live stream, especially a live stream like mine, it's important to recognize the situation. There's a very good chance everybody knows that you're going to have a channel. You don't have to tell them. They can click on your name and look it up. There's a pretty good chance that everybody is going to welcome you if you come in with just a hello. For us, it's an aloha, but just a hello. How are things going? I had a double cheeseburger today, and start jump into a conversation like that. Instead of just coming in and self-promoting or telling people another channel that you came from, or instinctively trying to drop a link because you're desperate to grow your channel. You'll grow if there's 3 people in that live stream and you sit with them for 30 minutes and just talk about what you did the last weekend, there's a good chance you're going to get into the conversation that you have a channel, or they're already looking at your channel and will bring it up, and you'll get a subscriber without even trying. Less is more in a live stream. blasting and marketing yourself in another person's live stream get you nowhere. And my live stream is loaded with moderators and tools. I have a team. I have a Monday meeting. Every Monday, a meeting with all my moderators. I have 11 of them. They all do different things. One is engaged in community safety and preparation. One is involved in making sure my content and links get out. Another one is in safety and security. Another one is just a meet and greeter. Everybody has a role to play. So coming into a live stream like mine, and I'm not the only one, coming into a live stream like mine and just blasting where you're from, as where you came from as another channel, or self-promoting, it won't last. So be friendly. I mean, it's a good spot to just say, hey, I went to the river last week and went fishing. It's a great spot to be able to do that. You'll make more friends that way faster.
All right, we're back. Hopefully everybody's enjoying those clips that I've been playing from our podcast series. So again, that's coming out in a couple of weeks, and all of those conversations are at least an hour long, closer to anywhere from an hour and 15 minutes to 2 hours. and very informative. I promise you, we got more information from these creators than I was even hoping to. And then pardon me just for 1 second while I look at something in the background here. We're going to talk about Butler Family Farm in a quick second. Oh, maybe. When we talk about Butler Family Farm, this is the creators that I just showed the avatar from, the sticker that they sent over. And I know a lot of creators are involved in sticker swaps and things like that, which is interesting to see. I'm always happy for creators to be connecting in that way. And it's almost heartwarming to know that those friendships are flourishing the way that they are. So I see that Jerry and Susan here have made a thank you video for 1,000 videos they've put up on their channel. So that's an interesting accomplishment. I'm just going to put that into my catch-up list. But I'll have a look at some of their newer videos. I'm sure they've got at least a couple I haven't seen yet. So here we go. Pardon me just for 1 second when my allergies are catching up to me here. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I think I'm going to take the second latest because I keep talking about bees on the farm. They had these for the first time last year. They're back again this year, but I just want to see this video actually. So I've put that in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators or try to get caught up. Playlists can be a great tool for that. These creators have 116 acres of farmland, and they bring us both indoors and outdoors to show us all the ins and outs of looking after that property and the livestock that they've got going on there. They've got quite a bit, including cattle, goats, horses, donkeys, llamas, chickens, and cats and dogs. They've got shorts on the channel as well. These creators not only are willing to bring us around their property, but they actually take us out to meet a lot of other creators as well. They head out to a lot of different meetups. There's Gale Southern Living right there. Lots of familiar faces in StreamYard panels or in real-life meetups where they go out literally traveling hundreds of miles away to introduce us to lots of other creators. Butler Family Farm, they're here with us just about every single day. They try to be, for which I'm grateful. I know not everybody can be. And they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Obviously, over the top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. Empty Homestead, I've got you on the wheel. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Oh, Todd Projects. Yeah, the best success here in Superchat is always found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators to support them first, knowing that they will turn around and do the same thing for you afterwards, right? There's always brand new channels in Superchat. You'll find at least a brand new channel every day, almost without exception. And then there are creators who've been with us for months or years or weeks and everything in between. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Sweet Thumb is here. Canadian family on their farm, yes. I've told Butler Family Farm many times. I hope one of these days I can travel through the U.S. a little bit, meet some of our friends in their hometowns, and I will bring my gloves with me and be ready to work over there. I haven't done like any work on a farm ever. My truck was actually in a TV show that was filmed partly on a farm because I was working in film right before starting YouTube, actually, and I was just occasionally I'd be a production assistant. I typically did a lot of location support, which is not on set or anything like that. As a production assistant, I'd be on set a little bit, but I have never actually done anywhere. I've done lots of outdoor work, but never on a farm itself, right? There's a lot to be learned, especially by somebody like, or for somebody like me. And then Butler Family Farm, of course, is opening it up for anybody to visit anytime. 116 acres, like I said, so that's yeah. They be sure to have gloves if you show up. Emotion New Soul is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, and now a member as well. They've been a member many times before. They picked up a gifted membership from Izzy Scott Designs. Emotion New Soul is now well over 4,000 subscribers. This is a talented musician, singer, songwriter, producer, and performer. He does all of those things on his channel, and here he brings us his original works, usually in the form of music videos, sometimes compilations, and sometimes live Tiny Desk concerts. As well, he rounds out the channel with some reaction videos and some shorts. These have gotten into 1,400 and 1,600 views, and live streams are occasionally frequent on the channel. There's been many times where he's done these literally weekly or even more often. And he's got a second channel too. He's monetized here. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then when we look at writing with Emotion New Soul, this is where we get a behind-the-scenes look at how the music is made and a better look at the man behind the music as well. So writing with Emotion New Soul, there's his Logic Pro setup where he shows us how he does some of the things he does, and then he's got some more reaction videos over here. Once in a while, he'll bring us another compilation or Tiny Desk concert on this channel, and some shorts as well. These have gotten into almost 1,000 views, so hopefully we'll see some more from our dear friend Emotion New Soul. He's been with us almost from the beginning of Tuber Chat, as well as most of our moderators have been. They're all friends of mine now over about 3.5 years, and they're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things, but one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity, and for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Tuber Chat. And Maple laughs. Yes, I'd be lying if I said I was a hockey fan. I played when I was a kid. I'm surprised I don't have more interest than I do. My friends always want to go and watch. So we'll go, like, let's say if the Leafs are in the playoffs or something like that, we'll go and make sure we catch the games. But I don't follow enough. I couldn't name half the players anymore and things like that, to be honest with you. Cruise and Koozies, thank you so much. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. IVB Creates is up on the screen right now, another monetized channel. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. The next channel that we're looking at, like I said, IVB Creates, is here on the screen already, monetized and working on 1,200 subscribers. And I'm just going to grab the second latest video that you've put out, just because it's longer than the other one. I know you're already monetized, but every minute matters when it comes to keeping those watch hours up. And I'm going to grab the latest video that I did run or watch where I was probably switching accounts, therefore the red line didn't go all the way through. I'll just rerun it. And then shorts on this channel have gotten into 2,300 views and beyond on a couple of them, which is great to see. Live streams are fairly frequent as well. It looks like they're bringing these out about once a week. We see a bit of shout out for other creators here, which is always something I like to see in creators, but they let us know on their about page that they are 50 years plus in crafting, creating, crocheting, a designer, a pattern writer, and pattern tester. And then they make a lot of different types of things. You can read more on their about page when you get there, and like I said, we'd love to push them towards the 1,200 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in a second here. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. In another few minutes here, we'll take another break, but a short one, and I will wipe the wheel out and I will add another name from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged over the course of the last couple hours. Marketplace Boutique is up here right now. This is Jody. This is somebody who was looking for a career change after working in law and decided that they wanted to spend some more time at home, so they started an e-commerce business in 1998, and now they share the ins and outs of buying and selling online, particularly the magic of finding the right things to buy and possibly sell online after maybe getting collections together. Like here's another jewelry box. They might separate those things out, sell everything individually, and therefore profit while still giving everybody a good deal on the things that they buy, which is great to see. She'll talk about technical aspects as well, like shipping or listing. And then shorts on the channel have gotten into a lot of variety. Like most creators, regardless of category or niche, they bring variety into the shorts videos. Here we've got 12,000, 14,000, and even 19,000 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel are frequent. They've been doing a bit of collaborating with Backyard Trucker, but they've been streaming frequently as well. So I've been missing a few of these, but hopefully I'll start catching you for some. I got the notification bell on for every single channel. I was just off YouTube for much of the weekend, but hopefully I'll be back into my regular schedule starting today. And let's spin the wheel. We'd love to get Marketplace Boutique to that 1,000 subscribers. They're getting really, really close now, and they'll likely have it in just about no time. Ace Flaw 1 is coming up. This is a creator who's been with me for well over 4 years now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Ace Flaw 1 is a creator that brings us travel videos, and he only posts occasionally these days, but he's been at this a long time. Like I said, I met him about 4 years ago, maybe 4.5 actually. And Ace Flaw 1 is somebody who also has got some shorts here that have gotten into 1,600 views and beyond on one of them, which is great to see. Andy is the name of the creator, and after all this time, 715 episodes of Tuber Chat, they're still coming around as often as they can, usually every day, to support other creators. And then Corinne's Life is coming up right now. This is the creator that I was talking about earlier. She's here as a member and a moderator, happens to be a fellow Canadian from Nova Scotia. I'll talk about her content in a second. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And I've got a few things that she's actually sent over. Some of you have seen me wear her t-shirt many times. She sent over a couple of those a long time ago. I had her do the Tuber Chat mugs that I hold in my hand every day. She's done a couple of those over the years. And then the most recent thing was these stickers. But a lot of people are starting to see her merchandise show up on a lot of channels. Her company's Lighthouse and Anchor Designs, and she prints everything from hats to shirts to mugs to vinyl stickers to Christmas ornaments and just about anything that can be printed. She often does videos or live streams to show us how she makes the merchandise, and it's great to know that we can use this creator as a resource when it's time to think about merchandise for our own channels and businesses as well. I'm just going to grab one of her latest videos. I can see I'm quite behind. But Corinne's Life has a channel that brings pure variety and really does encompass everything that is Corinne's life. So she could be indoors, could be outdoors, could be cooking, cleaning, vlogging, bringing us a haul video. She might be taking an adventure, or working on her business in the background. She's got some shorts over here that have done really well. 18,000. I don't think I've seen that one that got that many views. Am I mistaken? And then 26,000 and then 77,000. Maybe that one's had that many views for a long time. This one was growing for a long time. It might still be getting views. The 26,000 one, 77,000 she's got on one of these, which is great to see. And then live streams are frequent, so she slowed it down a little bit. She's usually on at least a couple times a week. We'll see if she's going to keep those up. Corinne's Life also has another channel called Maritime Dashcam. And this is where she gives us a look around Nova Scotia. She's got a new video from a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to put that into my catch-up playlist as well. That's that playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. She's got some shorts over here also, and these have already started to move into 6,000, almost 7,000 views. And then live streams as well. So we'll see if she's going to keep those up. We got notification bells on for every single channel, of course. And then, thank you, Consume the Goodness. I might have removed your name from the wheel when I cleared it out a while ago. Oh, never mind. It's there. I'm mistaken. It's there. I'm going to clear the wheel again when we go on a break. It's actually time for that right now. So I'll make this one quick. I'm going to wipe the names off the wheel for anybody that's on there that's not still in the chat. I'll get another name for another creator in the chat that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet. And I got a robot in the background that helps me keep track of how active everybody's been. And when we get back, we'll look at Bella's Whisper Farmstead. All right, we're back and looking at Bella's Whisper Farmstead. The Sunday Dinner Chef, good to see you in the house. I just cleared the wheel, so if there's anybody still listening that has wonders if you should be on the wheel, any of our members that haven't been on the screen yet, just please be active in the chat, and I'll make sure to get you back on there. I did add Big Family Expedition again, and Bella's Whisper Farmstead is up on the screen right now. So this is Kristen and Mike, I believe as well. Yes, Mike and Kristen, and they're from North Central Georgia. Now they've got mostly outdoor content on their homesteading channel, a little bit of indoor work, especially on this barn dominium that they're working on, and they've got some shorts on the channel as well. These have gotten into 2,600, 3,100 views and beyond. Hopefully they'll continue to post. Those things will push more and more, I'm sure. And then live streams are something they've been doing frequently lately, so hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. They were on earlier today, and I was lucky to catch that one. I think I caught it towards the end, if I'm not mistaken. 755 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 800 we know that they're thinking about. And we will spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in another moment here. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I wonder if I may not have given Alicia Nicole a proper welcome into the Tuber Chat family today. I know you said earlier in the chat, everybody's been so welcoming for your first day here, and I miss a lot that goes on in the chat. I happened to see that one comment, but I had thought that we'd seen your channel before, or possibly you and I had connected earlier, even if it was outside. I could be mistaken. So Alicia Nicole has 324 subscribers. Now, this is a brand new creator in the Tuber Chat family. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your Exploring Houston video. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well now so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And I know I just missed a comment as well. Old Lady Luck is just talking about how to give or get a membership. So I never want to solicit those kinds of things here. I always appreciate any extra generosity, of course, but it's absolutely unnecessary, even though it is appreciated. I'm just going to show you that for a second, and then we'll talk about Empty Homestead. So I'll show you this because it relates to all monetized channels, right, or all monetized channels that have memberships available. So you'll find either a join button over here that will talk about the memberships if you wanted to consider being a member of a channel. When we talk about gifted memberships, you'll see what happens here. There is a button that's the same for Super Chats, memberships, and membership gifting. When you click on the membership gifting, then it gives you options so that you can gift a certain number of memberships, and it gives you the price in your local currency. And then what happens though is we do not get to pick who gets memberships when we gift them. So it's a surprise. And I'd like to think everybody likes surprises. I know not everybody likes surprises all the time, but in that case, it's always a surprise. It's distributed by the YouTube algorithm. It could be anybody at all. That is either in the chat, like for the first time that day. It could be people who've been with the creator for years. It really is completely up in the air. We've seen every different type. But I thought I'd show that to you, but thank you for asking. And then Street Poet 973EO, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Wayne's World Unlimited from the UK is stopping by quickly, so thank you very much. I was going to say it's late for them, but it's actually early for them. They're 5 hours ahead of us. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so it's just after midnight here. Empty Homestead is up on the screen. I say it that way because it's literally a play on words. The MT for Mike and Terry. They are empty nesters. They let us know that on their About page, and that is the inspiration for the name. From Oklahoma, they're going to bring us a homesteading channel. What I find with a lot of creators behind these channels is a similar sense of generosity, wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others. They've got a new video from a couple days ago. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit, see what they've done in their latest video. You can see mostly outdoor content here. Once in a while, they'll take us inside. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 7,800, 9,000 views and beyond, which is great to see. And they're monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I thought I just saw you on a live stream, but I guess it was a couple of weeks ago. So they're live frequently, as you can see, usually at least a couple of times a week. And hopefully everybody will connect with Empty Homestead. They're here with us frequently. And let's spin the wheel. We got another channel ready to go. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Rushing Wind Mountain is up here right now. This is Ruby. They come to us from the Pacific Northwest. They bring us wildlife and nature videos, and they are usually done in an almost ASMR style lately. They've been posting some pretty long videos. These feature beautiful views and pleasing audio to go along with them. I'm going to take the latest video. This one is actually just a really short one, so I'll put that in my catch-up list. I can see it didn't run properly. I probably was switching accounts while I was running the playlist, but my catch-up list, I'm going to put the latest video in there as well, and that'll give you another hour. This creator now is working on 3,400 subscribers, and it's not a surprise because they are extremely supportive to other creators. Ruby is another creator that we talk about seeming to be everywhere all the time, and here in Superchat, just about every live stream as well, for which I'm grateful. So you can see what I mean. The thumbnails almost tell the story on this channel. Beautiful views, pleasing audio to go along with that. There's some humorous moments in the shorts. You'll have to dig through these to find those, but they've got quite a few, and these have gotten into 11,000 and even 15,000 views now, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel are something they've been experimenting with. They've tried both the horizontal or landscape mode and the vertical or portrait mode. So we're looking forward to more from Ruby there, and hopefully everybody will connect with Rushing Wind Mountain. And next, let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So we don't always get to every channel every day. I will likely be able to get through quite a few more channels tonight. We're a little bit early because we're running at such an awkward time. It's much later than we usually stream. So as things slow down, it gets easier for us to put more channels on the screen. So I'll do what I can, but I never ever put channels on the screen for asking. I know Patrick said they've got a new video coming out, but the key here is that after you've made friends with another creator in the Superchat family, they'll be with you basically permanently, right? So they'll be there to see all your new videos. We're never worried about today. right? A couple of views today isn't going to help any channel. The idea is making friends so that they will give you literally hundreds of views over the coming probably years. So it basically just has to do with staying active in the chat and having conversations with other creators. I've got a list here. I'll show it to you before we talk about Lisa J. Stocks. This is from Streamlabs in the background. It keeps great statistics for how active everybody has been in the chat. Not just about how long you're here, but how much you're conversating with others. It gives an arbitrary point system. And then you see, like, Alicia Nicole is up here close to the top with Canadian Family Life and Scratch and Pete PA. A little bit farther down is Matthew's Bushcraft. A lot of familiar faces are here, and then yeah, Matthew's Bushcraft would probably be the next channel I would add, and then that will be in not too long from now, actually. And then there's quite a few more channels here, but you see what I'm talking about. And this is something that can easily plug into anybody's YouTube channel. You don't even have to use any of the other features from Streamlabs to be able to get that working. It's pretty simple stuff, but it can be helpful. And I keep statistics for every single live stream here in TuberChat. Particularly, the number one reason why is so that nobody is ever forgotten. We literally know not more than 99% of the channels that have ever been through TuberChat. Much more than that, actually. Lisa J. Stocks is up on the screen right now. We talked about this channel a little bit earlier because she was featured on Investing with, Prez the Investors channel as well. Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us with our finances, and she posts frequently. You can see she's usually posting at least 3 times a week. This creator is going to talk to us about stocks in particular, but she does it in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. She will talk to us about technical aspects like dividends and dollar cost averaging, but she also brings concepts like compound interest, and then helping us find the money to save and then invest. So Lisa J. Stocks is very forthcoming about her own portfolio. I'm going to put her latest video into my catch-up list here. We know that she does shorts as well. These have gotten into 5,700, 7,500 views and beyond. You can tell it's a dynamic creator. There she is with Prez right there. She collaborates with others frequently. She's here in TuberChat just about every day as well. And she's got live streams frequently, so I think these are more often than once a week, but I've been lucky enough to catch her. When was the last time? I guess it's already a month. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one. I got the notification bell on, and that's so that we can catch each other as often as possible. Andre Southgate, longtime friend, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat, and if yeah, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And let's get another channel ready to go. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Now, Canadian Family Life is going to love what I'm going to do right now, because I know she's at least an hour later than me, so it's got to be beyond 1 o'clock in the morning. And Canadian Family Life is also here just about every single stream. She has been for a long time. As a matter of fact, so supportive that I was mistaken even after the first couple of months of her being here that she was here much longer, because she's been so unbelievably supportive, not just to us but other channels that I see. Lisa J. Stocks does Sunday live streams. Oh, I must have missed that. I don't know how I missed that today. I was on all day today, or at least for the afternoon today. I was driving. I was in Niagara Falls for the weekend, of course at home, but I came back today to Toronto, and I've been on for hours. So I'm sorry that I missed you again. Hopefully I'll catch you for another live stream soon. They're always informative, but Lisa J. Stocks takes questions and gives answers from the chat as well. So Canadian Family Life is coming up next. Right before we get to that channel, I'm going to play you one more clip from our podcast series that's coming up in a couple of weeks. These are conversations that I've had with creators who've been in the TuberChat family, all of the first three for 3 years or more, as a matter of fact. And all of these creators have also long passed their 10,000 subscribers. You mentioned the idea of shorts, so that gives me an opportunity to jump right into that. So, in every one of these interviews, I'm asking about opinions, about shorts, how we can get them to work for us. But you're the first creators that I'm talking to that have broken off into a shorts channel. I also noticed that you took the shorts off of the original channel. I'm assuming you uploaded the same ones over there, and now you have over 350 shorts on that channel. At last look, it was I think your fastest moving short video on the shorts channel, which is Unstable TV Shorts, has 22,000 views, and you're already at 768 subscribers. So the biggest thing that I think people are going to be wondering about that is, how do you feel about your decision to break your shorts off into their own channel?
So the reason we did it in the first place was because we felt like the shorts were distracting from our long form videos, because we were getting a lot of views and attention on the shorts. But while we were doing shorts and long form at the same time, it's kind of like the long form was pushed to the back.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So that's the reason why we split off into a shorts channel by itself. So we kind of use that for just, skits and memes and stuff, and then we use it for promotion videos for our main channel as well. So you said some of our highest viewed videos on the shorts channel, they are clips from our long form videos with the link in it to send it back. So we just kind of felt it didn't sit right with our channel to have it all together, so we said we'd try and split it and see if it worked.
Yeah, because when we first put them up, we had like you're saying about the YouTube algorithm and stuff, and when you're watching the metrics go up and down. When we start putting the shorts up, the videos that would usually go up and probably after a week they performed the way they done were pushed to the back. But how we felt from how we were watching our analytics, for anyone watching, do make sure you check your analytics out regularly. It does help.
Yeah.
And there is a research tab as well, so check that out as well. It helps with your channel, because you get an idea where your viewers are coming in and what they're researching as well.
Yeah.
Just a tip for everyone. On the main channel, it didn't sit for us, but even scrolling up and down and how it looked, we didn't like it. But we used the shorts as kind of a voice, say things you can't really say on the main videos that might not go with YouTube's policies. We have a lot of fun with pranking each other and stuff like that. What we have noticed though with our shorts, anything to do with relationships or pranks wise, that skyrockets for us.
Wow.
Or if we do say a trend of meme, sometimes we might get something and sometimes we not.
Yeah.
But we've learned that shorts really help us have them crazy ideas where you just get a bit wild when you're filming on YouTube and you're I want to do this, or maybe this might look funny. It's kind of to make ourselves laugh and then just go that direction with it and just come up with crazy stuff then.
All right, we're back and looking at Canadian family life. Just Jason Keto and more. I cleared the wheel out a while ago, but I just put you back on there. Cabaret Gaming is a longtime friend. They're also a member, so I just put them onto the wheel right now as well. Thank you for the share. Cabaret Gaming and Canadian family life is Tiffany. And this is a creator who, like I said, tries to be here every day. I think she has been for as long as she's known us here in the Tuber Chat family, which I'm pretty confident I could say is a year now. She's been on her YouTube channel just over a year, one of the fastest growing channels that we've seen in our 4 years here with Tuber Chat. And Canadian Family Life is now well over 3,200 subscribers. Monetized, one of the first channels monetized under the new restrictions, actually, of 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time. And they bring quite a bit of family togetherness on the channel. In between, a lot of grocery hauls, cooking videos, Happy Mail videos, shout-outs, container gardening, which is featured in their latest video. So I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get caught up with them. They caught the Northern Lights last week too, by the way, if anybody was looking for that footage. A few creators here in the Tuber Chat family got it, but they got one last week from New Brunswick. Pardon me for a second there. When we look at Canadian Family Life, we also see shorts that have done really well, getting into 2,500 views on a few of these and one over 5,500. And then when we get into live streams, we see that this creator as well is live occasionally, usually once or twice a month. I think she's starting to step it up a little bit. And is that a, it's a multi-cam setup that they've got going on there as well, which is cool. I wasn't there for that one. Hopefully I'll catch you for the next one. And like I said, monetize, so lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Chris's Creation Fun is her husband. He's also got a membership here. These creators are never too far behind each other. I think Tiffany inspired Chris to start his channel. He's got a brand new video, actually. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and they're doing some 3D printing over there. He's actually repaired that 3D printer in a do-it-yourself video, and he works on some solar equipment there as well. The 3D printing is what started the channel out, and he's literally sitting at 99 subscribers right now. So hopefully by the end of our stream today, if anybody hasn't already connected to Chris's Creation Fun, I hope you will get him that 100 subscribers right this second. And I know he'll be grateful for that. It's an important milestone in everybody's YouTube journey. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Might have saw I refreshed there for a quick second just to see if we were lucky enough to have caught the 100, but he'll likely have it within the next 24 hours either way. Cabaret Gaming is also in the house. They're another friend of over 3.5 years. They've been with us since pretty much the beginning of Tuber Chat. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And Cabaret Gaming mixes up a lot of video gameplay. They play a lot of popular titles like Pokemon, Scarface, Grand Theft Auto that we see here, which is my game of choice. But they post every single day, so it's really hard to keep up with them, but we know that there's always fresh content on the channel. And then they've done really well with shorts also. Some of the shorts here have gotten into 45,000 views, 64,000 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel are frequent as well. I think they actually go live, I was going to say every day, but I know it's pretty close to it. And again, lots of popular titles while they do that. Now, they've actually broken off into a second channel now called Cabaret Vlogs and Adventures. And this is where they bring us a little bit of vlogging, I think is the intent, but they're working on some watch hours now. They've done some bar chart races. I'm going to have to rerun this one again. But they bring us tips, tricks, tech, and tutorials. And again, this is from the same creator behind Caviar Gaming. Shorts on their channel have started to do well, getting into over 700 views already. And this creator's already, like I said, doing a lot of live streams, particularly to chase watch hours right this second. But anybody that wants to can swap playlists with each other. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Big Family Expedition is a channel I'm looking forward to getting to know better, but I've already seen that it's an interesting story that they've got. You can read about it on their About page, where they talk about the idea of living on the road as a family, a fairly large family, and then they kind of settled down and picked a spot so that they could hang out and add one more member to the family, but they're just about ready to hit the road again. So what they're doing is converting this bus that we see in the thumbnails into an RV. This is the second channel in the Tuber Chat family that we see working on a permanent RV to be lived in on a channel here, if that makes sense. And Big Family Expedition is going to show us the whole process of getting this ready and then hitting the road. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They got some shorts over here as well. One of these has done well, getting into 10,000 views. They got a couple over a couple thousand views too. And then live streams are on the channel, seem to be once every week. So they're going to be on at Thursday, 9 p.m. Central. So I got to keep that in mind. Some of you know that I do outdoor work 3 days a week. It's half of my full-time gig, and then doing social media and running YouTube channels is the other half. But I will try to catch that if I can. And I'm trying for the life of me to remember. Yeah, I think we're expecting to stream on Tuesday and Thursday. So it'll be right after that, actually. And then Big Family Expedition, hopefully everybody will connect with. We'd love to push them towards the 700 subscribers they're thinking about. I've got Matthews Bushcraft and Patrick Stahl on the wheel now. Lewis Acre Farm Karma is coming up right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. I feel like my internet's choking a little bit there. But hopefully it'll hold itself together. We've got industrial grade internet where I am. There should be no excuse for it cutting off or anything like that. Lewis Acre Farm Karma has got 228 subscribers as a channel I'm still getting to know. They come to us from the homesteading community, and they're giving us quite a bit of information about their channel in Southwest Idaho on their About page. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, but I see I've got to rerun the one from the other day as well. And basically what I think happens is that when I'm running, if I can't watch, if I'm running the playlist and I've got it in another window while I'm doing other work, I end up switching accounts and then it doesn't count the way it's supposed to. So I'll just rerun it. And that way we're 100% sure you get all the watch time, right? Shorts videos on this channel have gotten into 2,500, 6,100 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel as well. Seem to be about once a week. I wonder if they're going to keep those on any kind of a schedule, but I'll be looking forward to it either way. I've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So we've got time for a few more channels. Consume the Goodness is coming up right now. I've still got a few on the wheel. I'll add another couple. I've dropped a link a couple of times here. I'm going to pin it now, and that is for our copyright-free music channel. So for anybody that hasn't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. It's all published legitimately on every major music streaming platform, but it's also on a separate channel here on YouTube where we've got a virtual nightclub going. It's got a video game everybody can participate in the chat, and there are link drops over there as well, so you're welcome to meet more creators the same way we do here. Consume the Goodness is up on the screen. This is another channel I'm getting to know. Certified lifestyle and weight management coach, mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health. And this is Kendra, so I'm going to take the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep talking about to get caught up with creators. And then they've got some shorts over here as well. These have gotten into 18,000 and even 43,000 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel are actually frequent also. Looks like they're bringing these out once a week on a schedule. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I've got the notification bell on for every channel again. And we'd love to push Consume the Goodness up to the 1,200 subscribers that they're thinking about. We'll spin the wheel, Just Jason, Keto, and more. I had you off the wheel for a while there. I wasn't certain if you were still listening or lurking. I know it's late. He's with us here, me and Pete, and a couple of channels in the Ontario, Canada area. And then I know for some creators it's even much later. So Just Jason Keto and More is going to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, especially when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He's got recipes on his channel. He's very well known for these chaffles now. Ironically, I was talking about Corinne's life earlier today, and this creator has got these chaffles like are featured in a lot of his recipes as characters on his banner. I've got his stickers too. I pulled those out the other day. I put them away again. They're in a drawer that I've got until I figure out what kind of a board I'm going to get here in the office for stickers and things like that. I've got quite a small collection going on now. Just Jason Keto and More has got a brand new video from yesterday. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list right now. He's got a lot more recipes on the channel, not just chaffles. They all are easy to follow, quick to make, only a few ingredients. Most of us have this stuff at home already. He also does a lot of product reviews. He can help us understand the ingredients that we're going to find on products that are marketed towards keto. And he's got a lot of guests that join him on the channel as well, both in videos and live streams. They share their life experiences, their tips, their tricks, their trials, and their tribulations. Once in a while, Jason will bring a bit of variety in an unboxing video or take us outdoors, but he also brings us hundreds of miles away for informative content from places like Ketopalooza. He's expecting to be back there again this year. He's also done really well with some healthy-looking grilling shorts that have gotten into 5,000 and 6,000 views, one over 22,000, which is great to see, and I've seen that one. It's very entertaining. And then as well, he's got a weekly live stream series and a monthly live stream series now. Last month, he gave us a dual cam cook along where he made a couple of different things. He's got another one scheduled for Wednesday. It's only a couple days from now. I missed Thursday's live stream, so forgive me for that. And then hopefully I'll catch him again this week, though. He always streams on Thursday. I'm assuming that you're keeping the Thursday going even with the Wednesday, but we'll wait and see what Jason has to say about that. He sometimes will bring guests on. Sometimes it's him doing a talking head live stream, but he always is up with the chat, and he's got a vibrant community of people willing to inspire and motivate each other when we have questions and comments in the chat as well. So Street Poet 973EO, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now, and Big Boy Snacks Johnny TV is on there. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go in a second here. And Just Jason Keto and More, of course, is monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. We'd love to push him towards the 2,600 subscribers we know he's thinking about now. Big Boy Snacks Johnny TV is coming up. We'll see what he's got going on. Big Boy Snacks Johnny TV's been with us for quite some time, and I see that he posts videos fairly frequently, several times a week. I'm just going to grab the latest one, put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with him again. Playlists can be a great tool for that. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 12,000 views and beyond, one over 142,000, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. Some of these are quite lengthy, and a lot of video gameplay here. So hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. This creator's been a longtime friend, as a matter of fact. I think they've renamed their channel a couple times. Yeah, Patrick Stahl, you're on the wheel now. Fairbrick Studio, our featured channel for today. Good to see you back in the house. And Matthew's Bushcraft is coming up right now. AZ Highland Homestead, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Intrepids, I hope I said hello. I know I saw you come through quickly. Not sure if you're still here. I'm going to drop the link again for our raid. And anybody can hop over there. We can continue connecting the same way we do here in Tuberchat. You'll meet more friends over there. It's like a virtual nightclub going on our copyright-free music channel there. Matthew's Bushcraft is here with 120 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 we know they're thinking about. And Matthew's Bushcraft is going to talk to us about how to learn survival skills along with them. And you can get an idea of some of what they're doing in the thumbnails on the videos, but this creator is specifically bringing us survival skills that people of all ages can learn. So it's an interesting take on survival for a YouTube channel, but we see they've done well with shorts as well, getting into 2,100, 2,800 views and beyond, and we'll be looking forward to new content. This creator's posting occasionally, so we'll see what they come up with next. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. There's Intrepids, 2 p.m. for them, so they're way off our time zone. It's interesting, you know, I say it all the time, we move our streams around so we can meet creators of all from around the world in different time zones. But we know that for some creators it's tough to be here, so I appreciate you coming in at all. Intrepids has actually been a long time friend. And AZ Highland Homestead, I'm going to get you onto the wheel. We'll get Intrepids on there. We haven't seen their channel in a long time. And then Patrick Stahl's making shorts of trending videos. Yeah, it's always good to follow trends if you can. We have to be careful about reuse content. Oh, and then Jonathan Sturgill's watching Eyelid Theta. That's the first time I've heard it put that way, but I might steal that line. And then for Street Poet, it's 1 a.m. for them as well. And then I've got a few more channels on the wheel, but yeah, Patrick, leave the stream to me, buddy, and then our moderators will handle moderating. Street Poet 973EO is got 24 subscribers. They're doing some video gameplay over here, so I'll look forward to getting to know your channel. Most of these videos are quite short, but they've got a lot of live streams. So while you're connecting to this channel, for anybody that hasn't connected with them yet, my suggestion is to get a live stream replay and connect with them through that. They've got one here that's just 35 minutes long. They got another one at 39 minutes. So these are not too bad. They've got a few over an hour, of course. I'm going to grab the latest one because this one's got 41 minutes and it'll give you a little bit of watch time while I connect. I will watch your video from my watch later list after the stream today. I'll give you a meaningful, genuine comment. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put the notification bell on like I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well. And hopefully you won't miss any of our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up days and times so that, again, we can meet creators from around the world in different time zones. Jonathan Sturgill is going to talk to us about music and actually help us learn to play. This creator came to us with about 5,000 subscribers, but they're well on the road towards 5,100 now. I'm going to take your latest video and rerun it. I see that's another one that didn't quite run through when I ran my playlist the other day, but this creator is going to do a lot of gear and instrument reviews, comparisons, and then he's going to teach us how to play guitar specifically on the channel, especially in some of the latest shorts videos that are doing well at 1,000 and 1,100 views. He's monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at product scope, We see a second channel from this creator that's just getting rolling, where they're going to bring us some more product reviews, and they give us an exact idea of what to expect on the channel. They say their mission is to provide us with unbiased and thorough product reviews that cut through the noise of the market. No gimmicks and no fluff, which is great to see. They've got videos over here of some online services already, including some animation, how to use AI to clone a voice, and then they've got shorts over here as well that have just started. So 50 subscribers, halfway on the road to the first 100 on this second channel. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. Intrepids is a long time friend. I think they've been with us about 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And Midlife Travels is in the house. They're a member. I'm going to put them on the wheel right this second. Here's Intrepids with over 4,000 subscribers, so that's not a surprise. They've been at this a long time. And let's see what they've been up to. I know I'm behind with them. I'm just going to grab actually their featured video here. I'll put that in my catch-up list for today. And we see that they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They're bringing us some homesteading content, lots of outdoor footage on this channel, and a lot of interesting friends on the channel as well, it looks like. And then when we look at shorts, we see that this creator has gotten into 13,000 views, one at 31,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well, where they've been doing these frequently. I'm surprised I'm not catching these, but you know, we know that YouTube doesn't show us everybody that's live. They mix up the different channels in the algorithm, but I've got the notification bell on, so hopefully I'll catch you for one of these soon. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And thank you, Intrepids, for coming in. And yeah, no mustard list. Not yet. The ketchup list continues and lives on, but the mustard list hasn't yet shown its face anywhere. Midlife Travels is coming up. Look at that luck. You just walked in and right away come up onto the screen. Roadhog's still in the house. I'm going to put your channel back on the wheel right now. We can get through another few channels here. Midlife Travels is going to let us know that they're addicted to cruising, and I don't blame them. I would imagine anybody that goes on a cruise would probably be addicted to the idea afterwards. They got a brand new video. Most of what they bring out are short videos, but I'm going to put this one in my catch-up list. Give me a chance to run it. They have got videos here over 3 minutes, like this Carnival Jubilee Casino, for instance. So when you see a channel and you don't right away see videos that are 3 minutes long, the best idea is to just dig through here a little bit, see if there is. Once in a while we find a channel that only makes short videos, then we take 2 or 3 of their videos and kind of do the same thing I describe in our instructions. But here they've got plenty that we can connect with, and then they got shorts over here as well at 2,500, 2,700, and they bring variety into the shorts videos as most creators do. Midlife Travels, obviously another couple of generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters that are here with us frequently, and we'd love to push them towards the 300 subscribers now that they're thinking about. And Alicia Nicole said they just took a solo cruise on Norwegian. I hope someday to get back onto a cruise ship. I'm sure it will happen. I expect that within I don't know, hopefully not too many years, I'll start getting into a position where I can go frequently. See, we don't have cruise ships that go from Canada. Not in a traditional sense, right? Carnival and Celebrity and all these companies are just, they don't leave from Canada. So the trouble is we got to go to the United States to get on a ship or somewhere else, and then take it wherever we're going to go. And flights for Canada, we just get pummeled with the taxes on flights and things like that. So we have to consider things. Sometimes we think about driving to Buffalo and then taking a flight somewhere else. But you can imagine, then you start to think about how long it's going to take to get somewhere. Maybe you have to get a hotel the day before and after the cruise just so you can be there on time. You don't want to miss the ship, right? And boy, do the expenses start racking up. So I've asked in, Pete's been there, I've asked in at least one chat the idea of where is the lowest cost of living in the United States where there are cruise ship ports. Because if somebody was to do what we Canadians call the snowbird lifestyle, which is to head to the US for 6 months of the year, 1 day short of 6 months, then you could hop on a ship. You know what I mean? Once in a while, you find a good deal. Maybe it's $1,000 or something like that, and you could get on a ship. But when you start to add in another 1,000 for a flight, and then another how many hundred between either gas if you're going to drive or hotels, if that's going to be a part of it and things like that, you can see what I mean about how it's not quite as easy from here to go on some of the 3, 4, and 5 cruises that some of our new friends are going on. So that's just the idea. So there you go. Take Seattle off the list. Seattle was one that actually they're going to... there's a couple of creators here. One of our moderators, Rambling with the Brooms, is working with another creator, Lazy Days Ahead. And they've put together a cruise that's going to go from Seattle to Alaska in August of 25 for a week. So that's an example of a cruise, but I think that one's 4,000 or something like that. Alaska tends to be more expensive than some of the Caribbean stuff. Not that I'm an authority, certainly not. I worked on a cruise ship for one summer, so I'm dying to get back on a ship at some point, but I'm sure eventually. So AZ Highland Homestead is up on the screen right now, Nick and Danielle, and they are in the Central Highlands of Arizona, located at 5,000 feet above the sea level in the middle of Arizona. I'm not sure where Bisbee, Arizona is. Apparently not far from Tombstone. I know that only from the Rich Dad Poor Dad books. I followed his stuff, and he was talking about having living around there, but I'm not familiar enough with Arizona to even have a clue of what I'm talking about, so forgive me while I ramble. Let me grab their second latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with them as well. And AZ Highland Homestead is working on 1,900 subscribers, which is great to see. Looks like they're raising a bit of livestock on their property also. And we can likely read about that. Yeah, there it is. 3 dogs, 15 chickens, 10 sheep, and a large vegetable garden where they've got some fruit trees and berry vines, which is great. Shorts on the channel as well have gotten into 5,000 and well over 6,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel. So it's been a long time, but hopefully I'll catch them for another one of these if you're going to keep up the live streams or bring them back. So, thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can be here every day or for hours at a time. I've dropped a link a couple of times. I'm going to get it one more time for our music channel. Everybody can go over there and raid if you would like. Everybody can keep the conversation going and continue meeting more creators. And that runs virtually 24 hours. And Love Doctor TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then forgive me for the channels that we did not get to today. I got one more to go through. Patrick Stahl is still on the wheel. Roadhog. I think we looked at this channel today. Yes, everything in his videos was found in the trash. We saw that earlier. I thought we didn't see it, so better to make the mistake of doing it twice than not doing it. And Patrick Stahl will come up right now. And then we're expecting to be back on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm not going to move the streams unless I have to. I do work. I'm lucky enough to be able to work full-time, but my outdoor work I can never really predict. And we're expecting fantastic weather this week. It's literally summer weather. So I might find myself with some long days, but we'll do what we can. I'll only move them if I have to. We're trying to stick to about once every other day now, and then next Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday is when we're going to drop the first premiere, which is a conversation that goes on for almost an hour and a half with 2 Pineapples, one of the creators you saw a clip from earlier today. So Patrick Stahl's a brand new channel for the Superchat family. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, looking for something hopefully 3 minutes or longer, They might have live streams over here. I'll take this 3-minute live stream. I'll put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine video comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up. Subscribe and put your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then Canadian family life. Yeah, I don't know if I'm quite getting that, but that's okay. Little Lucy Chihuahua, good to see you in the house. You're just catching us at the end of the stream. Hopefully you'll come back and see us again soon. Like I said, we expect to be back on Tuesday and Thursday at about the same time, actually. So thanks everyone, and I'll drop the link one more time for our music stream so everybody can hop over there, and we'll see everyone again soon. Thanks everyone. Thank you to our moderators, by the way, especially knowing that we've gone overtime, or not overtime, but later than usual. So thank you, Scratch and PPA. You know, I say it all the time, he is literally a godsend. This channel couldn't be what it is without his help, and he makes it seem effortless, the things that he does for us every single day. So I can't do anything but shake my head and thank God. So thank you again, Scratch and PPA. Thank you everyone for being here, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.